What do Ugly Duckling, Jane Eyre, and the cast of Jersey Shore have in common? They're all basically living the life of this girl, Cinderella. Booker calls his second category Rags to Riches, and it has 5 stages. In the initial stage, the main character suffers greatly at home. Soon he or she experiences some success. Then a crisis happens. Then our hero or heroine has to go through a final ordeal. In the end, everything ends beautifully with a final reunion. Charles Dickens was a true master in this category.
It is the story of a boy.
You have a disposition which requires a great deal of correcting.
Of all the boys in the world, I believe this is the worst boy.
I'll conquer that fellow. If it costs him all the blood he has, I'll do it.
Goodbye, my child.
Sent away
Your mama is dead.
to find his place in the world.
What should I do with him?
I should wash him.
Who grew up to be a man, discovering the power of the heart.
So you fancy yourself in love, do you?
I adore her with all my soul.
Does her father know?
You are not to communicate in any way with my daughter. Is that agreed?
The touch of fate.
I think I was too young to be a wife.
The pangs of grief.
She died like a child that was gone asleep. We must live misfortune downtrod.
The memories of childhood.
This is my great nephew, David Copperfield.
Oh, honored, I'm sure.
And the threat of enemies.
I've always hated you, Copperfield.
But the story he would tell would embrace every part
Run, Copperfield, run!
of a harsh world still filled with beauty.
You say you're not in love, Trot?
And the destiny of an amazing life in the Charles Dickens masterpiece, David Copperfield.
Many other Victorian writers also explored this category frequently, and Charlotte Bronte was no stranger to this category.
Do you know, Jane Eyre, where the wicked go after death?
They go to hell.
And what is hell?
Where are you, Ran?
If you don't sit still, you will be tied down. A pit full of fire.
Should you like to fall into this pit and be burned there forever?
People think you are good, but you are hard-hearted.
Get out.
Children, I exhort you to withhold the hand of friendship to Jane Eyre.
This is a grand old house, but it can feel a little dreary. Mr. Rochester's visits are always unexpected.
Your gaze is very direct, Miss Eyre. Do you think me handsome?
No, sir.
You're afraid of me.
I'm not afraid. I was not asleep. I know what I saw.
It must have been half dream, half reality. You transfixed me quite.
What am I to do then?
You rare, unearthly thing. I must have you for my own.
You're so little acquainted with men. Keep him at a distance. Miss Ingram's coming. She's a great favourite of his.
You're floating gently in the stream of life, unaware of the rocks ahead waiting to dash you to pieces.
Do you think that because I am poor, obscure, plain and little, that I am soulless and heartless?
Jane! Jane!
Everything seems unreal. You, sir, are most phantom-like of all.
Jane.
Here are some recent examples.
My husband is, he's required to speak publicly.
I have received...
Perhaps he should change jobs.
And what of my husband with a king? My husband has seen everyone.
Insert them into your mouth. Enunciate.
He hasn't seen me. I can cure your husband, but I need total trust. What was your earliest memory?
I'm not here to discuss personal matters.
Well, why are you here then?
Because I bloody well stammer.
Do you know any jokes?
Timing isn't my strong suit.
Your methods are unorthodox and controversial.
Up comes your Royal Highness.
It's actually quite good fun.
Yes. Art thou afeard?
It's your peculiar.
I take that as a compliment.
War with Germany will come, and we will need a king whom we can all stand behind.
He's afraid of his own shadow.
The nation believes that when I speak for them, but I can't speak.
You could do it. You needn't be governed by fear.
It'll be like mad King George the Stammerer. Get up, you can't sit there, get up!
Why not? It's a chair.
That is St. Edward's chair.
People have carved their names on
Listen
it.
to me! Listen to me!
Why should I waste my time listening to you?
Because I have a voice!
Yes, you do.
Your greatest test is yet to come.
What's he say?
I don't know, but he seems to be saying it rather well.
Your first wartime speech.
Broadcast to the nation and the world.
This great time of crisis.
However this turns out, I don't know how to thank you.
Bertie, you're the bravest man I know.
I intend to be a very good queen, to a very great king.
Forget everything else and just say it to me.
Now that we have looked at several stories in this category, I want you all to compare the elements of these stories to the elements in the Overcoming the Monster stories. As we continue to learn more about the other categories, keep thinking about why knowing these will be helpful in reading, understanding, and eventually writing.